Welcome back. For the past several weeks, we have taken this time on Sundays to discuss tips and hot topics in the world of business and entrepreneurship. And today we're going to focus on all you bookworms and writers out there. If your dream is to write your own book one day, what are the do's and don'ts of being successful at it? It's a big talker. And joining us now with her tips is Dr. Nicole Cutts, a psychologist who also has published her own book. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You know, a lot of people do wonder what it takes to self-publish because, you know, we all have a story.
Yes.
And if you have the opportunity to tell your story and maybe inspire someone, why not?
Yeah.
Right? So how difficult is it, and where does one even begin?
Wow. It's challenging. You have to do your research, especially if you want to self-publish. You know, you have to do, well, actually self and traditional publishing, you have to do a lot of research. So where you begin is the research.
Okay.
You know, looking at what it takes. You obviously have to write the book. You have
so, I mean, talk to us, real talk here.
Yeah.
Are you literally writing out the entire book? There's no ghostwriter, there's nobody there to help you.
Yeah.
You're writing out every single page? Because I think people do wonder what it takes.
Yeah. Some people do use ghostwriters, and it depends on if you're doing a fiction or nonfiction. My book is a fiction book. It's an adventure fairy tale. It's a heroine's quest called The Adventures of Isabel. And yes, I literally wrote the entire story. It's a part of a series. I'm working on book 2 now. I enjoy the writing. Some people who want to publish a book for marketing purposes or to establish their credibility but might not have the time to write can get a ghostwriter to do it. And there are a lot of easy ways to self-publish these days.
Okay. And so what are some of your tips that we can get into here, the benefits of self-publishing?
Okay. Well, one of the biggest benefits is that it's a product that you can offer to your clients. So, for example, as a psychologist and a success coach, I have this tool that I can use in workshops. I have discussions around the content of the book, so I can use it as a product, and that's one of the good things about self-publishing. The other thing is that some people, like I mentioned, they use it as a marketing tool. So it establishes their credibility, it gets their name out there. If they're interested in getting speaking opportunities, it's also helpful in terms of being a published author.
Okay, so you've been through this process.
Yes.
What are some of the mistakes that people make?
Wow, okay, one of the biggest mistakes that people make is paying, like if you're going through traditional publishing, is paying somebody to publish your book. That's a rookie mistake that people sometimes make.
Okay.
If you want to go the traditional route, it can take a long time. It's best to get a literary agent. You have to shop the book around. That's why, you know, a lot of people choose self-publishing. And so some of the mistakes, one, paying somebody to do it, and then also getting involved in binding deals that perhaps don't achieve your goals, right?
Okay.
So you want to you want to know what your goal is when you're publishing the book. You know, is it just because you want to have something to offer? Is it because you're really trying to make money? So you don't want to get into binding deals. And I personally, I like to have control of the process. So that's one of the reasons why I self-published. I picked my editor, I picked my illustrator, I picked the person to design the book.
Okay. And real quickly, I think some curious minds out there might wonder, well, what's the cost for me to actually do this? Is it affordable?
It's definitely affordable, and a lot of people choose to go the ebook route, which I have an ebook, but I also have the physical book. So the range can be anywhere really from, you know, $700, $800 up to $3,000, and also depending on the quantity that you want to produce. But one of the advantages these days when you self-publish, they have something called print on demand. So instead of having a large inventory of books sitting somewhere, what you can do is when you do the print on demand, is that as people purchase the book, it's actually printed and sent to them.
Okay, very interesting. I wish we had more time with you. But Dr. Nicole Cutts, thank you so much for your insight.
Thanks.